Hi everyone, in this video I'm going to show you the simplest experiment that anyone can do at home to prove that Gary Mosher is ridiculously wrong. It doesn't require any special equipment. I'm sure that you already have at home everything that is needed. The point is that Gary claims that momentum and energy are the same thing, and therefore kinetic energy is pure nonsense since, according to him, motion is fully described by momentum. I know it sounds like a bad joke, but this is really what he claims. Just listen to him.
So, famously known for the equation momentum equals energy. Yeah, that's exactly right. And you're not going to show me an experiment where it doesn't work out that way.
Alright, let's debunk that. All you need for this experiment is a dense ball, a lead ball in my case, a thread, a ruler, and a cheap cell phone that can take videos in slow motion. Mine can record at a rate of 120 frames per second. The ball is hanging and the thread is adjusted so that the ball's center matches with the 50 centimeter mark of the ruler. Let me put the cell phone on its stand. Alright. The experiment is simple. We are going to record the motion of the ball as it is falling when the thread is broken. Done. Now all we have to do is to analyze the video. Let me replay it, but this time I'm going to zoom when the ball passes around the 60 centimeter mark. Ready? Wow, that was fast. So let us replay that in slow motion now. Remember, there are 120 frames per second, but I'm going to replay it with 30 frames per second, thus 4 times slower. That's still fast. Let us replay this even slower. Now we see the individual frames. Let us go back a little bit. Okay, so we have a frame where the ball's center is on the 59.0 centimeter mark, and in the next frame we can estimate the ball to be on the 60.1 centimeter mark. Since there are 120 frames per second, this means that the time between the frames is 1 second divided by 120. We can therefore calculate the ball's average velocity between these two marks to be 1.32 meters per second. And the center of these two marks is 59.6 centimeters. This means that the ball reaches a velocity of 1.32 meters per second after falling from a height of 9.6 centimeters or 0.096 meters. This is the outcome of the experiment, and anyone can check that this is a fact. Now here is the point. As the ball is falling, it loses some gravitational potential energy equal to mgh, where m is the ball's mass, g the acceleration due to gravity, and h the height of the fall. But energy must be conserved since friction with the air is obviously negligible, at least at the beginning of the fall. Thus, the potential energy that is lost is converted into motion. According to Gary, energy is the same as momentum, so his ridiculous theory implies that mgh equals mv. As a result, he predicts that the velocity is equal to gh. Of course, intelligent people know that the energy of motion is the well-known kinetic energy, 1/2 of mv squared, so they conclude that the velocity is given by the square root of 2gh. So let's plug the numbers in. Gary predicts a velocity of 0.94 meters per second, while intelligent people predict a velocity of 1.37 meters per second. As usual, Gary's prediction is completely off since the experimental value is 1.32 meters per second, while the prediction of intelligent people is not bad, especially for such a crude experiment. And once again, Gary Mosher miserably failed.